Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Tonight we'll be getting down to it once and for all. Tonight we'll be getting down to it once and for all. That's good. That's how we like it. I like to hear that you guys can hear me. And if you guys can't hear me, I certainly can't hear you. But tonight is the night. We're finally talking about the unknown. It's been a few days since I've been live, and I really just wanted to Bacon! Thank you. Bacon pours a cup, and he's breathtaking. Nemesis first in the compartment bay. Tonight, we're going to break open Pandora's box in my mind and tell pretty much what I've never told anybody as far as I can remember. It's a long, drawn-out story. Feel free to interrupt me. It is going to take a long time to unpack every detail. That's why we're here. We need to connect, and this is one of the ways. But let's let all the people line up. I can barely see me. There we go. Hello and howdy. Welcome back to the status quo. What up, Philo in the house? What up, Anonymous Boss Gaming 101? King Venomui in the compartment bay. Thank you. Solaire Gaming, the sun is rising. And I looked out in the distance, and behold, something glowing. We'll get to that in a second. Got a lot to unpack, frankly. I hope everyone's doing well. We come here tonight to connect and tell the story. I've probably only told it to a few individuals, ever. But I thought tonight is probably the night just to tell you. You know, aliens, right? Aliens, are they out there is always the question. Well, what's the definition of an alien? An extraterrestrial being? Something from out there? It's a big question. Hope everyone's doing well. We often feel like there's a big mystery way in the distance, but I think it's much closer than way out in the distance, much closer. There's a lot to unpack, and I need to drink some coffee. Aliens are real, says that guy. Aliens are real. What is your evidence? Tell me the story. I've got a few sightings I'd like to confess tonight. Hello. The truth is out there. Well, that's what we're really talking about. We're really getting down to brass tacks. Big elaborate story, but you know, I'll try to tell it in minimalistic paragraphs. I think the first that comes to mind that I remember, and it was so strange, it would have been a dual experience had I been able to point out the object. But fundamentally, one day, just cruising through the hood, you know, just going wherever. Probably was going nowhere, doing nothing. Nothing with my time specifically. But
at Prime Bacon 22 has just donated $10 through Super Chat.
Bacon!
I ever watched The Strangers? Had a similar experience to that. It was like 2016 and there were tall people around my window. When I yelled to my brother, they were already gone. Sizzled my bacon since.
Sizzled your bacon. Dude, that sizzles my bacon. You know, The Strangers, although it's a film, you know, the concept is more scary than actually unfurling the whole thing. But the concept of someone just banging at the door. Hey, there's a banging at the door, I say. And it's a freak. It's a freak from somewhere, but not here. Bacon, that freaks me out, dude. I think the first, like, bit of The Strangers is pretty terrifying. Just people showing up, and it's like, is Amanda here? And you're like, fuck no, who's that? And they're like, I'm sorry. And then it's just a game of cat and mouse, you know? Could have been aliens. Could have been aliens. Honestly. That's pretty bad. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how to react. How do you defend yourself against an outside being? A being from that's, you know, that's not here. From somewhere else. Something, maybe it doesn't even have flesh. Maybe it's a fucking jellyfish. I don't know. And that's the thing, we don't know. Maybe it's not even aliens per se, as, you know, people look at the Greys, and it's got a, you know, egg head or whatever, egg-shaped head, pointed chin, an elongated gray body. Like, that's not what I'm thinking of, you know? That's cool. I like the description of, you know, that aliens naturally have. But, I don't know, man. There's just the unknown. We don't know what shape it takes. Why do people think it's going to be some elongated man with long arms, big black eyes? Nah, man, it's probably a damn fucking... It's probably a Leviathan or something, if I had to guess. An invisible Leviathan. But damn, showing up in the middle of the night.
At Prime Bacon 22 has just donated $5 through Super Chat. Don't worry, next time they come. I got Lucille ready for their bum asses.
Yeah, dude. Give him Lucille. You just swing. You just swing on the thing. You know, literally the thing. You swing on it, and fucking jelly bursts out of its body. What if aliens are really terrible at self-defense? What if they don't know what self-defense is? They've never had to defend themselves against anything that wasn't, you know, air or, you know, a toxin, something like that. What if they're just jelly beings that we can just defend very easily? And like, it's just an utter disgrace, you know? We just drag the aliens. Ah, shit, I need some coffee, dude. Thanks for the massive donations. New here, welcome. We're talking about outside space, you know? But not even... my biggest theory of all. I don't know if I want to unpack this one right this second, but I don't think aliens are as far out as we think. Not even close. I think we have some that we can find right now. It's just no one's allowed to do it. No one's allowed. You gotta, on paper, have permission to go anywhere and do anything, and they won't give you permission, I bet. We'll get to that. I need some coffee, man. Feeling diabolical in my body. They are among us. Soler Gaming. Which movie alien is the most terrifying to me? How about the rest of chat? To me, the most terrifying alien from movies? Man, dude. I mean, the xenomorph immediately comes to mind because you release one xenomorph on Earth, it'd be extinct in 3 weeks. Something like that. Xenomorph is incredibly... That's even more than an alien. That's a weapon. Thanks for subscribing. We're getting down to the brass tacks. Right now we're just on a tangent, but I do have 3 stories to tell of, I think 3, incidents where I seen something. And the description... I've got a description for each one. But man, the detail of it is in the experience, not even what it was. As far as I can tell what it was a very smooth, like, almost a perfect sphere. But like at a certain angle. It's hard to describe. But what I seen was going straight up. It did not move horizontally at all. It went fucking, just fucking straight up, man. You're stealing my hat design? That's fricked up, man. That's fricked up. I'm trying to think of the scariest alien outside of the xenomorph. Of course, the xenomorph's scary as fuck. It's a weapon that'll destroy humanity overnight. You know, fundamentally. I'm not afraid of the Predator so much, because that dude's going after, like, hardened warriors in the jungle and shit. He ain't coming after me, Mr. fucking laptop computer. He doesn't give a shit. So I'm fine there. I'm trying to really think, though. What's the scariest one? I think The Thing. The Thing. If I have a copy. I might not. John Carpenter's The Thing is unbelievably horrifying. Something that can perfectly imitate an organism, spreading just day by day. And just, really, the only way to fight it is to figure out who's the thing. Oh man, that's scary as fuck, dude. You guys are gonna give me nightmares. Don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you. Yeah, The Thing is scariest because it can be anybody. It can take perfect form of you. Maybe it's you and you don't even know. Oh, that's horrifying, man. That's gut-wrenching. Just imagine, you know, you think you're you, but then all of a sudden your cells split apart and you see your arm fly across the room and all this and that. That'd be unfathomable. That shit freaks me out bad, dude. I watched The Thing when I was like 8 years old. Are you guys okay? Is this too freaky? Cloverfield. Bro, yeah, the thought of a big-ass alien. A giant fuck. What about 10 Cloverfield Lane? Not too many people talk about that one. I don't even remember if we get a good-ass look at the aliens, but God, what a fucking good movie. Honestly, really good. Very memorable. John Goodman. Just a pimp. If I could shake one man's hand on earth, it'd be John motherfucking Goodman. But that's besides the point. I need to further express what has happened. So, the first story that comes to mind, you know, we're just walking through the neighborhood relaxed. It's a relaxed, chill day. Bright as all fuck. Everything's bright, very bright. Wide open spaces, blue skies, very little clouds. And I'm just kind of like staring up at the sky here and there. and something's like shining down upon me. And it had been a time where I got my glasses. I used to not want to wear glasses because, like, fashion, whatever the fuck, you know? But now I don't give a shit about fashion or how I look. It means nothing. But just specifically telling you that I could see what I saw. We were walking down the neighborhood, me and my buddy, and I look at the sky and I have my glasses and I take them off and wipe my glasses and look again. And I'm like, something is shining up there. And he's like, holy shit, it's aliens. You know, jokingly. And I'm like, no, I really see something. And I'm like, look directly at it. Because it just started going straight up. And I'm like, dude, look straight at it. And I put my arm at an angle. And I showed, you know, the angle that he was, you know, supposed to look. And he looked straight on my arm and up into the clouds. Well, not even the clouds. Clear blue fucking sky. And the silver, like, fuck, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like an orb. Not really, you know, it wasn't a perfect object, as you would say, but it looked shiny. It looked pretty rounded. Maybe the shape of a diamond. Yeah, maybe the shape of a diamond, like kind of a, yeah, like a diamond. Almost. Gemstone, something like that. But anyway, I tried to get him to look directly at it. And he just couldn't fucking see it for the life of him. Like, nothing I did allowed him to see it. But he had bad eyes. And he didn't have glasses at the time. But, like, he knew I was serious about it. He could tell. But, you know, if you can't see something, you can't see something. But it was something I had wished, you know, I had some glasses that recorded or something. Because glasses can record now, bro. Just imagine. Just fucking imagine. If you just walked around all the time recording every fucking thing you've seen, and you just so happen to see something out of the ordinary, maybe then someone would be able to explain it. But it was a perfect object. Well, not even perfect. It was just very shiny. Very, very reflective of light, going directly straight up into the atmosphere. There wasn't a takeoff of a rocket. There was no NASA shit. I guess it could have been a satellite shooting upward, but the area at which it happened does not make any sense for any of that technology shit. It was a damn fucking terrible part of the country for any technology. But this object, it's one of 3 that had caught my eye. And this one in particular, just because it was kind of very shiny and went straight up in the air, that's why it caught my eye. And the fact that I couldn't point it out to my friend was very strange. I mean, he had terrible vision, but what if, you know, it's a big question. War of the Worlds. There's a good one. Predator aliens are honorable in nature. They don't kill indiscriminately because they choose the best warriors for that planet. Want some candy? Bro, Predator 2 is a great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it's probably a banned situation. I'm joking. Break on through to the other side. Yo! Yeah, man. There are 2 other stories that I have in the pocket regarding extraterrestrial activity, but I was wondering if you guys have ever experienced anything kind of strange. Bacon mentioned the stranger's incident, the knocking or whatever at the door, you know, and just kind of a ghastly feeling. That's pretty gnarly to me. Imagine if we're being like tested, see what's happening, you know, just to see what's going on with this human being. Are aliens out there is the question. We need you to answer that in the poll. This is not for sharks, bro. This just blocks out the bullshit, basically. This is not a Michael Jackson live stream. You're gonna have to respect my time. Aliens, yes, no. Aliens, yes, no. Aliens, yes, no. This chat is disappointing me right now. Low IQ. Ignite the brain matter. Make something happen in your mind. I've got coffee. We're caffeinating. What are you doing? Aliens, yes, no. That's what I'm saying. It's a yes or it's a no. A Quiet Place 3? Damn. Why is that franchise cooking? I can't wait for the next fucking 28 years later, man. The last one was so good. I apologize to Nia DaCosta. I think that's her name. Something like that. I'm gonna need you guys to get on my level. It's 3 in the morning. Well, then go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. We are discussing the outside space. I need you guys to get on my level. It's very sad. Being the only guy who thinks. Being the only guy who... Man, there's something going on. And you guys just... you don't get it. It's okay, not everyone is allowed to get it, supposed to get it. I've seen aliens. What kind? What were they? What vibe was it? Was there a glow? Was there a glimmer of light? Did something look like it expelled a fuel source? You know? I'm digging deep in the matter tonight, and I'm waiting for the right people to show up who can get on this level and think deeply. I've seen some shit. Rip Oliver Tree, absolutely. Dude, I must confess, I didn't listen to that guy much until like today. That guy made some beautiful music. That's very sad. That guy made some beautiful fucking music. I wonder, Anyway, so the second story is kind of like a mix between you've seen a craft, you've seen something, visibly, something shapely. It looked like if you took 2 ashtrays and put them on top of each other, the glass kind. I don't know how to describe what I'm thinking, but that's the best I can do. 2 strange, kind of like a cup-shaped object, but very short, 2 coming together. I seen that, and so did someone I'm very close to. I mean, it's a big thing to speak on. I'm waiting for the right people to be in here. I don't know why people think the aliens are fake when there's an entire universe they could be in. Exactly. There is so much space, and that's not, we're not being funny. There's so much space out there. You cannot measure the amount of fucking space. And you want to think that this is it? This is the only planet with life? Bro. Humans are definitely... Whatever, man. Whatever. Humans, the only life out there of intelligence, by the way. Intelligence. Yet you invented torture and fucking all this and that. I don't want to go down the list of inhumanity. Well, let's be real. I need coffee, man. Low-flying UFOs, and I... Oh. What do you think of Buddhism? Cool. You know, not bad. No one's seen signs because if they did, they wouldn't be asking. Exactly, man. God, Nemesis is based. Nemesis is based. He knows the information. Damn. Be sure to vote in the poll. Are aliens out there? And it's kind of worded specifically, right? I didn't just randomly ask a question in the poll. It's a specifically worded thing. Are aliens out there? It doesn't say are aliens in space. It doesn't say are aliens on Earth. It says are they out there? It's kind of a deep question. This is a long time coming, this live stream. Hello. Thoughts on this and that? No. We're timing you out for 5,000 years for using that kind of language. We need you to get on my level. You know? One time, this isn't really alien, but it's more space. One time, I actually seen an asteroid fall down to Earth, igniting the sky, making everything green. And I was like, this is the fucking end. This is literally it. This is the end. And then, like, nothing happened. But luckily, I witnessed that with somebody, and we thought it was the end. We were like, do we run? And we didn't run because humans are fucking dumb. I mean, what would that have done anyway? You know, if something's hitting the Earth and it's all going, running, that's a joke. You know, that running. But no, there was actually that one time that I seen the whole sky ignited green. And I don't know if it was because of the atmosphere or what this thing was. But if you guys ever get to experience seeing some matter come down from space, it's quite an experience to see it ignite and just light come down that is not natural, almost like a falling star. The one time I had seen that, I realized that if something's coming down to this planet, it's probably going to require some crazy technology so it doesn't burn up or move too fast. Something that can just kind of pop through the atmosphere. But this thing that came down, it was in the paper or whatever a few next day or something like that. And I don't know if anyone got a picture. I might have seen a small amount of video. But it did ignite green. It was a green fucking like meteor, whatever the in-between medium-sized one is. And once you see something like that, it's kind of like you realize it's going to take a lot more. Thanks for whatever that was, the star from outer space. Mermaids are real. I don't know about that, dude. Mermaids are real. That brings up an interesting point I wanted to make. That actually takes me to the next thing. because I wanted to bring this idea to you guys. I'm sure it's popped into your feed or comment section that you've looked at, maybe an alien video. But dude, I swear this is a potential reality. Maybe aliens don't have to pop through the atmosphere. Maybe they're here. Maybe they are out there. Specifically in the ocean. Because the deeper you go, it's like an impassable barrier. You cannot breathe down there. Your lungs, body explodes, crushed to death type thing. And people restrict going down there. Why do they restrict going down there? They're not worried about your health and safety. What is down there in the ocean? We're the aliens? That's ridiculous. That's absurd. The only way we could be the aliens is if we're talking about like a parasite type of alien that would spread from being to being, and I mean, here, I'll play devil's advocate. Okay, what if we are the aliens? Well, I will say, when you strip away what a human being is and look at what actually controls the whole thing, dude, we're like, you ever seen just a human brain, human eyes, and the spine? The thing that controls the whole, body? Because this ain't us, man. This ain't us. The spinal fucking frame, the brain itself, that's what we are. And if you strip it down and look at a human like that, then yeah, that's definitely a fucking alien if I've ever seen one. It's disgusting. If you've ever seen RoboCop 2, you've seen what I'm talking about. When they put Kane's brain in a fucking holding tank, and it's just his eyes and his brain floating, that's what a human being is. You take away all the other meat, and that's what you are. You're a flying spaghetti noodle or whatever. I can feel them trying to tap in, but I'm not giving feedback. I subscribe. Thank you. Did you see the video of a woman walking into the ocean and not returning? Dude, that sounds terrible. I'm pretty sure she probably returned. Nah, man. So, the first thing that I seen up in the sky, I told you guys, it was shining, it was moving straight up, not any kind of, movement that made sense. It didn't fly across the sky, it went straight up into it. There was no rocket plan for that day, there was no NASA bullshit. I guess it could have been a satellite, but nah, man, not from Hickville. Ain't no fucking satellite coming out of out of a cornfield. It was something. Do I know what? Probably not. Small hunch, of course. I mean, that was just the first thing that I seen that always comes to mind, and I always bring it up because I swear, because I didn't used to wear glasses, and then I started wearing glasses, and I seen this thing. Try to show my friend, and he has no fucking clue that it's there. He's like looking, squinting as hard as he can, and I'm like, fuck. Can't see shit. Need glasses. I bet you guys would see so much shit if you got glasses. Stop trying to be a fashion person. Wear some fucking glasses. That's all I got to say. I believe you. Thank you. Damn, that's what I'm looking for, man. 5G towers are teleporters? I don't know what that means. Demons from other dimensions. Demons from other dimensions. Dude, I don't want to get into the philosophical discussion, on spirituality and stuff like that. I don't believe as much in a ghost as I do in a fucking extraterrestrial from another planet or another, I guess, dimension. If you can figure out the speed of light travel, then you can probably figure out how to jump dimensions. What if it's as easy as a portal gun? Like from Valve. If you guys have ever played Portal, you just shoot a fucking portal in the wall. Then you shoot another one over there. You go through the portal, you end up over there, and such and such. Imagine. I just. It's beyond human comprehension, man. But I'm thinking that's what it would be. Wormhole travel, something like that, but it'd have to be very convenient. That would use a lot of energy, which is the main problem with all of this. It would take so much fucking energy to travel to another galaxy, for human beings, even if we sent a fucking spacecraft, right? A sturdy one that will last fucking 10,000 years or something like that. And we have, people on there who populate the thing, and it keeps going, and it stays populated, stays working. Dude, we would never reach it. People would go insane. It would just turn into a clusterfuck. It's just impossible. Human beings getting to another galaxy, never gonna happen. But what if we met something, some type of being from out there, What if we met something from out there that gave us technology, showed us how to use it? Maybe something that doesn't require energy, because that's what it would take. Something that doesn't use a lot of energy. Maybe something that could use the vacuum of space. Well, I don't even know, man. How do you use a vacuum? How do you... I don't know. I'm not some physicist. I'm not going to pretend to be some fucking mathematics nerd. I don't have the answers, but... That's not happening. Dude, I know it's not happening, but human beings, I think, if we were given something, given technology or shown, the proper calculus, some type of code or some type of frequency, and maybe we could use that and travel along that, but honestly, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Because I think the use of energy, the required amount of energy would just wipe things out. The second you take off in the rocket, or whatever, the DeLorean, and it starts moving, it like destroys so much in its wake, and it probably destroys the whole thing that it's made out of. You can't create a vessel that could harness this much energy. I think we'd have to look for outside help. We are connecting, we are connecting, we are connected. Are the aliens our enemies since they would invade our planet, similar to the Halo games? Why do you think they would invade our planet? I think this is my main thing, I believe. If aliens are coming here on the regular, they're using this as a gas station and nothing more. A stealth gas station. They get some of our energy resource, just a little bit, because they can probably harness the fuck out of some stuff. Or they use this as a rest stop. They probably use this as a fucking porta potty. Probably dump off some fucking antimatter and just leave it, somewhere out in the desert, somewhere far deep in the Amazon or under the ocean. I don't know. But I just know that aliens have no fucking interest in this planet other than just maybe a rest stop, maybe a fucking gas station. That's all I could imagine. Some of these demonic messages from unholy, sinister Satan I do not like. We've got to find the center and believe, okay? Okay. We're going back to the brass tacks. I don't believe in curses. I don't believe in that gobbledygook. Curses, by the way. Some of these comments. Oh my god. We've got 150 votes in the poll. We're not even halfway there. Are aliens out there, says the poll, which you need to vote in if you want to be a part of the club. Okay? Are aliens out there? And that doesn't mean, you know, out in space. It's a fucking very meaningful phrase. Are aliens out there? And if you can't get down, then too bad. Imagine aliens just came here for fucking coffee. They're like, it doesn't grow anywhere else but here, so we gotta stop by this shithole. What up, Marianne? If you believe in aliens, just give me an alien emoji in chat. Feel free to spam it. I don't care. Just tell me, are aliens yes? Aliens no. Because I just gotta know what we're working with here. Hello from Denmark, you very strange person. Thank you. I'd rather be strange than some of these NPC, you know, drones out here. They have nothing going on in their brain. I see some alien emojis in this chat. Thank you. I firmly believe in aliens. It's not even a fucking question. For me, it's not even a debate. You know, I don't have to see a dead-ass alien corpse to know that the life out there exists. It does. It's statistically, it's you can pull out the graphs and the charts and bring all the fucking scientists in, but just look at how big this place is. And I don't mean Earth. I don't mean United States. I don't mean... Dude, look at how big the fucking place is. It's almost infinite. It is immeasurable, the amount of space we have. Yet human beings have the audacity to think we're the only ones. We're the only smart life down here. No shit, dipshit. Holy shit. Oh man. It's unfathomable. There is life out there beyond question. And if it's incomprehensible for human beings, then too fucking bad. It's calculable. There is a better chance of a lot of life being out there than us being the only pricks. No. You guys are crazy. You guys are fucking crazy, dude. I don't want to hear it. If I look at this chat and we're not on pro-alien turf, then we might just have to call it a day. Spartan tinfoil hat. I mean, there's reason behind it. There's reasons behind everything here, okay? I don't do this sporadically, randomly. We're here with purpose. The design has a purpose. I've got 2 layers on with reasoning. These glasses in particular, they tell a tale. Other than that, it's just what I've seen, man. What I've seen. And I've come to the conclusion that there's nothing there's nothing stopping us from finding out the truth besides our own limits. That's what I'm saying, man. Too much energy used at one time. Nuclear devastation. We cannot have that. So if we were to travel at this super, near speed of light, which I don't even know if we can build a craft that can handle it. Let's say we build an indestructible craft. We would have to bounce from another planet, bro. Maybe the moon. Maybe we can go to the moon. I'm not sure, though. There's so many fucking layers to this. There's so many fucking layers. But let's just say the perfect equation. You got your rocket that'll never fucking shatter. You've got your energy source that, can really just blast. Just ton of energy blasted at one time. Not necessarily an explosion, but I think the damage would just never go away. It'd be like a Chernobyl type thing. You just never erase the mark. So I think we'd have to travel from the moon, and taking off from the moon, let's say it just works. Like Todd Howard said, it just works. Take it off from the fucking moon, boom. Even if we got, fucking halfway there, I think the people piloting the ship would all go insane. There's just so many things that could go wrong. Generations of humans would forget Earth, existed except in books. There'd be no witnesses left. There'd be 3 generations of people deep, and they'd all go insane. I think the limit of space travel is because of man's mind and the fact that we can't spend that much energy at once. It would just it would just leave a mark that would never be extinguished. But anyway, let's just get to some chat, man. I'm yapping. Drakenbutch420 says, I think there are aliens or reptilians, shapeshifters hidden among us. Reptilian? That's fucking freaky, dude. If there were reptilian, like creatures among us type thing, I would probably take a wild guess that has nothing to do with aliens. That those are just dude, if there are reptile people, there's a hell, there are demons. I don't know, man. That's too freaky to think about. To me, what'd you say, Philo? Let me read this again. Reptilians. To me, that's like a demon from fucking hell. That's spiritual warfare to me. Which I'm not very spiritual. I don't, debunk or, get specific on what I believe, but I think if there were reptilians among us, it would have nothing to do with aliens, and I bet that's part of the reason why aliens will never fucking come down here, man. They'll never fucking come down here, man. Human beings invented torture. What kind of damn son of a bitch makes a fucking torture? Why? Human beings are scary. Hell, man. Look at us. How many fucking generations have we been on this planet? And we're just violent, war-mongering beasts. To say that we're so sophisticated is absolutely insane. If we are so sophisticated, why is half the planet going to war? Like literally all the time. Well, we could go down the list and say this and that, but humans, to me, I wouldn't come down here if I were a fucking alien. I'd look down from my ship and be like, these guys they have not evolved far enough. Holy shit, we'll come back in 10,000 years. Fuck that.
As Deathby Nemesis 1952 has just donated $10 through Super Chat. Area 51 in Nevada is a fake. They want you to think they have alien technology and aliens there, but the location is a cover-up so you don't look for the real Area 51 that is deep out in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, man! The Pacific Ocean. Oh, man. That's freaky, dude. Honestly, I don't want to know what they have there. They probably got it deep under the ocean because dude, that's why. It's uncontainable. You gotta keep the fucking thing in the ocean because I think, like we were talking about pressure earlier, if you were to go down deep in the fucking ocean, you eventually fucking can't handle it down there. Human beings can't handle it. But perhaps they've crafted a prison down there for these extraterrestrials, these ETs, these fucking... It's probably a squid from hell. It's probably the fucking devil. Thank you, Nemesis, for the $10. Thank you so kindly. What up, Solaire? Have you guys ever experienced, and I'm talking to like my crowd, my people, you know who you are. Have you guys ever experienced something that was just unquestionably paranormal? Or, I'm trying to think of it, but there's a certain word or phrase. Something abnormal, something unexplainable. Maybe a shadow, or maybe a mist in the air that didn't make sense. Maybe some physics, or maybe you've seen something. Like one time I was riding the fucking train in Chicago, the L train. Holy fucking shit. I looked out in the distance and I seen there was an airplane that wasn't moving. And it was never explained. I'm just gonna assume that my human brain can't handle seeing two things move at once simultaneously, and it just looked like it was stuck in midair. Literally, and I said out loud, I embarrassed myself, you know. I said out loud in front of people, I said, that thing's not moving. You know, kind of like that lady on the plane who embarrassed herself. That motherfucker's not real! Seen the lizard person or whatever? It was a classic. But dude, I seen an airplane that was not moving. I pointed and I said, what is happening? Why is that not moving? And then people looked. And I'm like, everyone started discussing, like, hey, what's going on over there? Some people said it might be a balloon, like a little advertisement balloon, but it was the size of a fucking actual plane. There was no way. Then someone said maybe because the train is moving and it's moving, it looks like we're not moving. But I said, you know, prove it. I meant to say Antarctica. If I meant to say Antarctica, I would have said Antarctica. Yeah, it's probably Pacific Ocean. Are you guys okay? You guys are gonna give me nightmares with some of this shit. Maybe 2,000 star systems Earth radio waves have hit. Who is guarding Antarctica? The government. And I don't know which government either. Have you guys ever heard about the Seed Vault? You should look into that. That's hella interesting. That's not like, oh, I seen an alien. No, the Seed Vault is real. That shit's cool. If the world ever ends, virus, disease, destruction, the seed vault is still out there. And they've got one of everything or more. Just a vault of all the world's seeds. And it's like, damn. That's fucking cool. But they are guarding it like armed style. That freaks me out, dude. What do they got? Are you guys doing okay? I hope you're okay. Because I've said some real freaky ass shit tonight. There's a bit more to that second story, by the way. I didn't finish. So, the other thing that I've seen, and that was passed on through many people, and this is the one it's not the freakiest to me, because I don't have the biggest recollection of it, because I didn't take it very seriously. But everyone's seen this cloud, right? Everyone's seen the same cloud. And then there was something behind the cloud. Or maybe the cloud itself. You know, you ever seen a fake cloud put on a poster board and they're using like back in school, we would use cotton and put it on the poster board to make it look like a cloud. Well, that's the best way I can describe what this kind of looked like. It looked like a fake cloud, and there was something behind it just kind of sitting. It looked like many plates put together. Like if you took all the plates in your house, the glassware, and you kind of like put it together like this. Like, I'm trying to think. Yeah, just put a bunch of plates together like this. And it looked like that. Kind of thick, tall sort of object. But it was so big, it was so massive that nothing, like, dude, you could see it with the fucking, your eyes. So, aerial systems, you know, traffic control, all that, it would have to have been seen. There's no fucking possible way. But the weirdest thing about it is a lot of people saw it. It looked like a cloud that was, well, it didn't look like a cloud. It looked like something that was pretending to be a cloud, which was very odd. But everyone had seen it, and they thought they were looking at a water tower from a weird angle. But then they went to the side a bit and seen, wait, that's not the fucking water tower. What is that? It was very interesting, but it happened. It was like basically a village. There's so few people there, it was like a village. But everyone knew about it. Everyone got to school the next day and talked about it. Everyone went to their jobs and kind of like, you know, hey, do you see that weird thing? And it was like, just a very bizarre, one might call it hysteria. You know, people all saw the same thing, but how did so many people see it, but no one got a picture? No one was recording. This is like the 90s type situation. So not everyone walked around with a fucking cell phone. Now that everyone has a cell phone, and there's so many cameras everywhere you go, there's no reason not to see the thing, right? The fucking, you know, whatever it is. People still calling demons aliens in 2026 is wild. I don't believe in demons, bro. I don't believe in that. But if there are demons, that's the reptile people you guys bring up. I don't really believe in reptile people, but I mean, why not? You know, it could be a thing. I feel like we would have seen more evidence by now. I've seen some weird imagery and the way people look into cameras. Some of the big names in the world look into a camera, and there's just something in their eyes. I don't know if I'd call that, you know, a demon. Maybe somebody's just demonic. Maybe not a demon necessarily. Maybe they just have demonic fucking something going on in their head. Is that a fucking alien in fucking chat? What's that writing? We got some fucking Egyptian fucking... No, I need to see that. I need to see that. It's an actual alien in here. Or something. Do you have flying dreams? Dreams where I'm flying? Fuck yeah, but the problem is I can't control the shit. Dude, when I'm flying in a dream, it feels like I've got marshmallows for shoes and I just can't fucking go. It's the most bizarre shit I've ever seen. Don't talk shit about my mods, motherfucker. That's a fucking timeout for 10,000 years and a half. People are calling angel and demon. People are calling angels and demons aliens, while the others said aliens are the ones that give humans today's technology. Where do you think it comes from? Hell yeah, Christopher. That's what I'm saying. You think a fucking human? You think a Elon motherfucking Musk is on this? Dude. I'm not gonna get deep into it, but human beings, they're not all that. They're not all they're cracked up to be. We're not the peak of everything. We think, some of us think we are, and that is so hilarious. Dude, just because you're not like a deer out in the fucking woods getting berries and living off fucking twigs, just because you're not that doesn't make you so fucking high that you're not that high and mighty. Human beings unfortunately believe that they are the pinnacle, and that's not how it is. Human beings, the fucking pinnacle, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. You take away all the technology, you give someone a stick and say, go out in the woods and survive, be instant death. They can't handle it. Nobody can handle it. Human beings are not all that. Take it all away. Let's go back to candlelight. And then we'll see what happens. Take away the technology. Take away the fucking bank. Take away the... Ooh! Electric light. Time machine. Bro, if time travel were possible, I would tell nobody. And I'd use it for personal purposes. I'll be honest. You guys might not want to be honest, but I'd be selfish. I'd go back in time and fix my life. I'd fix everything. You know, like the butterfly effect. I just go back and fix it all. And probably ruin a couple things here and there, you know. Butterflies and hurricanes. We're the apex predator, baby. That's bullshit. Apex predator. Bro. I don't want to get into it. I could say why we're not. The word alien in context of extraterrestrial life forms has only been a part of the English lexicon since 1929. Aliens are a psyop. Your ancestors call them the fallen for thousands of years. Listen, language does not have the depth required to even speak on the matter. I'm just barely scratching the surface, man. If we got really deep into the matter, the language is not important, you know? The language we use, aliens, you know, love, language is not that important. It's what we mean by what we say, I guess. You have to be very specific and descriptive in certain ways. There's no doubt a certain time and place and a way to speak the truth on the matter. But at the same time, I don't know. How is a story told for tens of thousands of years? I'm not sure it's possible, because truth slips through time. Like, holy shit. Just because Ben told Jerry that this happened, and then Jerry told Abe that this happened, and then Abe told Emmerich that this happened, it's like, bro, truth is lost through time. I do not believe that the fallen aliens, you know, angels, demons, I think these things, you gotta be very specific when you speak on the matter. Aliens, if we're talking about aliens, extraterrestrials, that's either space or unknown. You know, that it's like it could be the fucking ocean. It could be aliens in the fucking ocean. You know, what is that squid thing down there? What are these things? What's down there? You know, I'm more curious about what's down there than really what's up there. We've seen a bit of space. Although I'm not sure why sometimes NASA fakes footage. I'm not sure what's up with that. Just sometimes, not all the time. It's just very odd why they would do that. Very odd. I thoroughly believe in space. I believe aliens. I believe ancient civilization got fucking deeply helped by aliens. Bro, look at all the civilization that's been washed away. All the shit that's eroded over time. But the pyramids still stand. How? Fuck. It used to be an ocean there. Oh, a ton of water. And it turned to a desert, but it's still intact. I don't know, man. Something is not being told. There is some information being withheld. By who, I don't know. But I think there's something we don't know. How the fuck is that still there? But all this other shit is washed away, destroyed over time, built with fucking... It doesn't make any sense. And that's why it's so interesting. Arthur Morgan. We got Hopium's Garden. Aliens are definitely real. No self-promotion, bro. That's a timeout from hell. Jet propulsion doesn't work in space. I don't know about that. Jet propulsion. Jet propulsion. How do they spin the fucking satellite then when they want to spin and work on something? Octopus DNA doesn't match with the evolution of Earth creatures? Bro, makes me want to get an octopus. Maybe ask it some questions. I don't know, man. There's probably some communication we could be using. Some communication we could be using to better understand what's going on. We just don't speak the necessary way. You know, maybe it's not even speaking. Maybe it's thinking a certain way. It always makes me wonder what's out there in space, which seems like an endless void. It is almost an endless void. They said there's an end of space, but I think that's just the end of measurable space. I think it's got nothing to do with the end of space. I think that's just as far as we can see. That's as far as we can theorize. You know, there's got to be an edge. There's got to be an end. Beyond all that's dark matter or something. Bro, humans think they got it all figured out. Oh man, if you guys could just get on my level. Dylan, have you watched the videos that show machinery marks on rocks in Egypt? What was that? The rocks are supposed to be like 2,500 years old, but there are extremely precise saw marks and scoop marks. Damn. What the fuck, suck? What the hell does this mean? Some of you scientists in here are using big words. We gotta break it down for humanity. Not everyone understands, your thesaurus. Get down to brass tacks. Just say what you gotta say. I've said my piece on the matter. Yeah, I mean, dude, you do need to get on my level, bro. You need to get... Dude, I don't have it all figured out. But some of you guys have your mind ziplocked shut. Ziplocked shut. Dylan, when was the last time you had a nice glass of apple cranberry juice? Apple cranberry. It's been a while. It's probably been like 6 years. I can't say I like cran apple that much. Jim Morrison, fuck you, motherfucker. There are vases with millimetric precision, only possible made on a computer. That's what I'm saying, Arthur. They probably fucking deployed, somebody with Windows 98 down here for like a couple thousand years, and they got all the precision marks and all the technology, and then they blew up the computer. I don't know. Because that's the thing, man. If the pyramids can withstand the test of time, and they've got precision machine marking or whatever the fuck, how was nothing preserved? None of this information, none of these... I mean, I guess to some degree it was preserved, but I can't read hieroglyphics. Fuck yeah, Jim Morrison, motherfucker. This is a new X-Files episode? No, but if they want to give me a call, I've got a lot to say. Sup, bro? What's up? Be sure to vote in the poll. Are aliens out there? And give me an alien emoji in this chat if you're a believer. You don't have to say yes. Someone might be looking at this chat and be like, that guy's a fucking alien believer? Ugh, You guys just send the message. Let me know. Funky hat? Yes, it is. What's wrong with my hat? What's right with my hat, is everything. Yo, we got the alien. That's what's up. Let him know. Please, let me know. Give me the information.
At Hopium's Garden has just donated $5 through Super Chat. Speaking of science, Alien Covenant is a fucking shitty movie.
Is that the one with like James Franco for 10 minutes or something? Dude, there's this one that is so beyond shit. I swear. They're like on the spaceship, right? And the broad has a fucking shotgun. And she's like about to blow this thing away. Well, sort of. Before that, this lady's stuck in the room with like a face hugger, a little alien or something, a little Xeno. And the door's locked, nothing will get in and around. Should have just let her die or whatever and just hold there and, I don't know. They blew up the whole ship. Fucking idiots. Leave it to anybody left alone on a ship, especially someone who doesn't know what they're doing with a gun. Literally I think she shot one of her own fucking people on the ship, and the alien didn't take any damage. Whole ship explodes. They're all fucking doomed. Is that the terrible movie we're discussing? That is beyond diarrhea. Yo, what's up, Anonymous Boss Gaming? H.R. Giger was obsessed with the occult. I can't speak for that. I haven't seen that documentary. Thank you for the $5. Hopium's good. Let him know. That's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, These alien, like, oh, you gotta only... There is no aliens. No aliens, man. No fucking aliens, man. Yo, anonymous boss with the gifted. Hey, call Paulie. We gotta meet. We got a meeting. Paulie. Thank you so kindly. Bro, I'm telling you, there are some people out there that think humans are the pinnacle. They're the apex predator. They're the number one. Oh my God. If you only knew what might be out there, what could be out there is almost unexplainable. Maybe it's a jelly. Maybe it's a fucking jelly flying through space. And it gets in your mind, you know? What if it's fucking telekinetic, telefucking-pathic? People think a gray little slender alien's coming out of a fucking vessel. And that's what we're gonna have to face. Yeah, that'd be really cozy, believe me. No, I think we're gonna face an indecipherable thing. If it ever does decide that we are better off destroyed, you know. Because that's not really a fear of mine, but I mean, it's a potential end. You know, if they just decide that we're not a necessary gas station anymore. We've ruined this planet. We've, you know, done whatever to it. I don't think we'll be facing little green men, little gray men. No. We're facing the fucking Leviathan from space. And it's probably doesn't even take a physical form. Dude. Sigmuhawk. Thanks, bro. We're trying to, like, really connect. We're trying to connect. It's kind of difficult. A lot of strange frequencies in here. You guys obviously going to give me nightmares. That's the intention. I guess you guys want me to have nightmares. So that's okay. I kind of like nightmares, but only if they're really paranormal and wigged out, you know. Zombies, fucking radiation heat. Yeah. As long as it has nothing to do with reality. Who are these gray usernames? I don't know, but damn. Hit the like button and subscribe, please! Please. I just want the awake people, you know? We don't need the people who are, oh, aliens are fake, bro. This guy's just a loser. We don't want those fucks. We want the people who know. We want the people who know the truth. In here. Part of this. So we can always get down to the brass tacks on the truth and reality. If you can't get down with that, I ain't got no much for you. Fuck the naysayers. That's what I'm saying, dude. But at the same time, I'd love to hear their definition of the unknown. Oh, you can guarantee that this is the life. This is the only life that exists. This planet. Give me the equation. Tell me how you got to the number. Tell me how you figured that out. How the fuck is this the only place with life? If I had to take a wild guess. Now, this is the deepest of the deep. I'm afraid to even tell you guys this shit. I'm afraid to even say this one. Let me see if we're prepared in here. We are here. Okay. Okay. So, have you guys ever seen a picture of another planet? It looks basically like a destroyed rock, right? A destroyed rock, just a dusty. You know, you've seen pictures of Mars, right? You know what I've noticed about all these pictures of other planets? You know, this could go two different ways, but the way I think of it is when I see a picture of another planet, it looks to me like a destroyed parking lot. And now I want you to think about that for a second. Think about what I'm saying, because this might be the undeniable truth.
At Hopium's Garden has just donated $5
Hopium.
Australian dollars through Super Chat. Maybe Patrick Bateman was an alien I just want to fit in. We got him.
I just want to fit in. Bro, he might have been a fucking alien! He was probably getting too in touch with his human side, and that's why he cut up all them broads and fucking went on a, gun spree or whatever. Dude, Patrick Bateman, although he is based, he did take it a little far, one might say. Maybe he was an alien. And the part of him that was becoming human was the killer. Because after all, humans are the inventors of torture. And maybe even murder. I don't know. You like Huey Lewis in the news? CGI. What's CGI? Thank you so kindly, Hopium. So what I was going to say, just to really top it off, just to really cut through the cow shit. When I look at another planet, a picture of another planet, I see a destroyed parking lot of a mall. I see a destroyed parking lot of a fucking football stadium. I see a destroyed parking lot. I see destroyed roads. I see concrete busted up. I don't see rock formation. I mean, a little bit of that. I think we've inhabited every planet, getting closer to the sun. I think we have inhabited every planet that is physical. You know, maybe even the gas giants at one time had a physical aspect to them that, we could house ourselves there somehow. But when I look at Mars, I see Earth, but just destroyed. I see a red planet that I think humans were on. It's fucking destroyed, basically for a reason. Maybe that's where we started. And maybe as the sun got cooler or hotter, or some chemical, equation took place, maybe humans had to pick a different planet. And over the tens of thousands, millions, whatever of years, we forgot. Maybe.
At Hopium's Garden has just donated $5 Australian dollars through Super Chat. Lewis, Patrick, is that you? Patrick, no Lewis, it's not me. You're mistaken. Yep, Bateman alien confirmed. The signs were there in the film.
He does. Who would say that? That's a fucking alien if I've ever heard one. No, Lewis, it's not me. Wow. What is that overnight bag? Where did you get that overnight bag? And it's like a bloody ass corpse bag. He's like Jean-Paul Lier or something like that, and closes the fucking trunk. God, man, what a great movie. Ah, shit. Hey, man, if it did turn out to be an alien, that would explain some things for sure. Dude, what if Patrick was the only human and everybody else was the fucking alien because the landlord didn't react? I think you should go now. Like, she didn't react. Yeah. Very strange. You're on to something, Hopium. You're supercharging my brain cells right now. I feel like we might have stumbled onto something. Oh my. Oh no. You're gonna see Spielberg's new movie? Man, that's a bumbleclad movie. Fuck Steven Spielberg, bitch ass hoe. That's what I'd say to his fucking face. That movie's a diarrhea wipe. Okay, I'll tell you why. It's not even a fucking alien movie. It's a human chase movie. All they do is chase each other. The Running Man. Fuck Steven Spielberg. He stopped telling the truth long ago. He's been injected, infected, something is gone. He should have had himself one of these. I mean, what the fuck?
At Hopium's Garden has just donated $5 through Super Chat. There is no Patrick Bateman. I simply do not exist. How many more quotes do we need to confirm Bateman was an alien?
I simply do not exist. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. Hopium just cracked the code. Oh my god. I simply do not exist. Oh my god. I simply am not there. Oh my god. You may think you feel flesh, and maybe you can even, feel like we have comparable lifestyles, but I simply am not there. Like, bro, he just said it all. He just said it all, bro. Oh no. Bro, I'm telling you, they're all right there. It's not even like out there. They're all right there. Might be some reptile type stuff. Hello, chat. Please hit the like button for more alien content. Because I do it here. I just tell the truth. So far, I've told 2 stories with physical, human acknowledgement. Like somebody was there to see it. Actually, multiple people for the second story. Oh, man. What is that? But, no. There might be a third example, but it's, I don't know. Might give you nightmares. Might give me nightmares. I don't even know. The 2 main ones I wanted to talk about was a fake cloud, pretty much. Fake cloud. It was like a cloud in camouflage, or not even a cloud in camouflage. It was pretending to be a cloud. It looked fake. Like, everyone kind of knew. But the first one, it just baffles me because, like, what if from my perspective I can see something, but the other person can't? Not that they can't see because they don't have glasses on, but because it wouldn't appear before them anyway. What if they're just testing for reaction? Test that human's reaction. And then they got their data and moved on to the next dude. What do you mean, nope? Dude, I need you guys... Damn! I'm just trying to connect, man. I'm trying to connect. Are there aliens? Yes or no? Awesome stream. I'm taking off. Have a good one, Philo. Watch out. I'm not trying to give you guys nightmares and shit. I'm just trying to break down some truth I've been holding back for a hot minute. Just because it's like hard to put out there, man. Like, dude, how am I gonna tell you guys that I seen a fucking alien? And it's not even that I saw, the physical being. I saw the vessel. Shit, maybe the vessel is the fucking alien. I don't know. One of them looked like a diamond. The other looked like a bunch of plates on top of each other. I could take a picture of a bunch of plates on top of each other and then maybe manipulate it somehow. I'm not a good artist, but the things I'm talking about, I I've memorized completely. Oh. Maybe it wouldn't matter. Did he take his medicine? I don't take medicine. Medicine is shit. Nope is the movie you were talking about? Oh, they did do that! Oh my god, I forgot that movie did that. Nah, man, I'm talking about something that happened in the 90s. No, the design in Nope, it wasn't like that. That was like an organic creature. I'm talking about a vessel that looked fake. Well, the vessel looked like a cloud. It looked like they were trying to imitate real life. But you could kind of see behind the cloud what it was, and everyone was like, what the fuck is that? And how it left, it's kind of hard to describe. The cloud just kind of kept going on, but it was like one of the few clouds in the sky. I don't know, the thing in Nope was interesting. I liked that movie. But that was like a creature. It wasn't even an alien. It was a thing that lived out there in the desert. I hope I'm not ruining the movie for anybody. I mean, too fucking bad. It's like years old, man. Years. Good movie, though. Highly suggested. I think that's Jordan Peele. Has he lost it in the head? No, bro. I'm fucking down to reality, man. I don't know why you guys are doing this. Why are you doing this? You can't fucking... Can't tap in? Huh? Hello? Hello? Anybody in there? No? Jordan Peele sucks. Well, the movie was good. I was thinking about that movie the other day, about to watch some clips. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I like it. What if there's another planet on the far side of the sun and we rotate so we never see each other? I think that's already explained, man. The way the solar system rotates, we would eventually see it. We would eventually see it, different phases of the sun or whatever they call it. You would see the thing. I don't think it's a question of, is our solar system as it seems? I think it is as it seems. But I believe we inhabited other planets before this and left them when they were ruined. And over the course of time, we have forgotten. I think, I don't know. Maybe it's... I've got some big ideas. What about the aliens on the dark side of the moon? There is no dark side of the moon. I mean, if you're talking about... The dark side of the moon rotates, so every side is the dark, every side is the light. What do you mean? I heard there's a super Earth. Like, in another place. They've definitely said there's some inhabitable planets. But I feel like we would have seen some light if there were life there. You know, something. You need light to exist, right? I don't know. Planet 9? Nah. Moon doesn't rotate. It rotates around us and we rotate around the sun. I'm pretty sure we'd see the other side of the moon at some point. Helldivers? What about Helldivers? That's fucking hilarious. That's random. Yeah, dude, I played about 200 hours of Helldivers. That was the shit. Game just lost the juice, man. I don't know what to say. Plan 9 from outer space. Dude, I watched the Ed Wood, I think it was a movie called Ed Wood, where it's Johnny Depp playing Ed Wood and they make the fucking movie. Didn't Ed Wood make Plan 9 from outer space and like Vampires of the Forgotten Dead or something like that? Most inhabitable planet closest to Earth would take an insane amount of generations to arrive there. Oh yeah, no, I have no doubt. We'll never get there, bro. And this is the thing, actually, I explained it earlier. Even if humans had generations of lives, your grandkids, living on this ship, flying through space to get to the new Earth. I think eventually they would go insane, or there'd be an outbreak, or the ship would fail. A stray meteor or meteorite would hit them. There's just no way we're getting anywhere. Not to the next inhabitable planet. District 9 is a masterpiece, fuck yeah. Fucking prawns. The moon does rotate. Each part of the moon gets sun, but only one side faces the Earth. Wow, this guy's a NASA scientist. Super Earth is twice as large as our Earth. Water, land. Of course it's so far out there, man. This is what I'm saying, Christopher. This is what I'm saying, bro. If human beings were so tip-top, the pinnacle of everything, then we would be able to save ourselves. We would be able to save ourselves from harming the world that we live on, harming each other. I mean, fuck. World peace will never happen. But the pinnacle species would make it happen. That's just how it is, man. If someday we could all just put down our shit and just accept one another regardless of bullshit. God, man. That's the thing. Humans are just too wackadoo. There's just no... I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Let's not get into it. An interdimensional being can go to Earth no problem. Well, you would think so. Look at me, I need attention. Look at me in chat, I need attention. Look at me, I need attention. Pull the string. Yeah, absolutely, pull the fucking string. I tell you what, we got a lot of anti-alien people in here. And I say, good. Bring them. Like, holy fucking shit. You think human is the tip-top pinnacle of all fucking thing? Absolutely not.
At Hopium's Garden has just donated $5 through Super Chat. According to our files, Mr. Anderson, you've committed every cyber crime known to man.
According to our files, Mr. Anderson. Bro, I shit you not, man. The fact you bring that up, Hopium, is so strange to me. There was someone the other day, I almost feel like I'm in a David Lynch fucking movie. Someone the other day tried to get my attention. And they tried to get my attention through some other human. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck's trying to talk to me, but I didn't talk to nobody about none of this Matrix shit. And they were like, but he says you just talked about the Matrix today. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like deja vu. It's like, what the fuck's going on? I just seen the cat over there, and then I seen another just like it. Was it the same cat? Or was, like, bro, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Like what I've done with the place? Hello, Mr. Anderson, bro. Thank you so kindly. The human species will devour themselves, says Arthur Morgan. That is what happens when there's nothing on top of you in the food chain. The game of the universe will be played. Bro, you're gonna scare people. The game of the universe will be played. Oh man. Oh man, I kind of don't care. Human experience is enough for me. 100 years on this planet? Fuck yeah, that's plenty. Fuck. I like it. That's enough for me, man. What comes after us, generations away from now, I can't even imagine what it looks like. I can't even imagine. technology, financials, politics, the changing of the fucking planet. I'm fine with this one matrix, you know, plug me in, you know. I want to taste the delicious, juicy steak. You guys understand what I'm saying? I think if I could talk to an alien, I'll recommend it go play Resident Evil. I think aliens would be abhorrently against video games if I had to... You know what? I think aliens would enhance our video games. I think they'd take one touch, and then you could get in the fucking video
But
game.
Hopium's Garden has just donated $5
Hopium!
Australian through Super Chat. Pig farmers are a disease, a cancer of this planet, and we are the cure. Why, Mr. Pig Farmer, why do you persist?
Why? Why, Mr. Pig Farmer, do you persist? I am inevitable. Like what I've done with the place? My God. That's what I'm saying, Hopium. Why? Why do you persist? What is this paragraph in here? We're talking about aliens in outer space, extraterrestrial! If you cannot get down, then I don't know what the fuck. I want to be plugged in though, man. I want some of that juicy, delicious steak. You know when Cypher did what he did? Can you blame the guy? I'd want to be... Well, I don't know how they were going to plug him back in. Like what? Put him back in the fucking jelly and plug him in like that? I don't know. You'd have to have a special port. Was that Cypher? I can't remember if that was his name. Dude in the Matrix, the bald guy who's got the goatee and loves the steak. That is very, yeah. There are a lot of Satanists in this chat. There are a lot of Satanists in this chat. The devils from unholy, aberrant hell. We need to cleanse the chat. It is filthy with scum. Aliens, yes, no. Go. Aliens, yes, no. Go. Hey, Ralphie. Get a load of this guy. There was a wise philosopher that said the world, the universe is improving. Even when it goes down. Humans try to do good all the time, but how can you know good without the contrast of disaster? Wow, man, this guy is fucking... Dude, Arthur Morgan is a brain... This guy's got his brain plugged in. 110%. You know, holy shit. Why, oh why didn't I choose the blue pill? You know, I look at this steak and I can taste it, how juicy it is. Why, oh why didn't I choose the blue pill? Oh man. Stop cussing. Listen here, fuck-suckologist from unholy diminished hell. I will say whatever the fuck I want. Whatever the goddamn unholy hell I want. I'll say every cuss word right now. I don't give a shit. It's not about the language. It's about the message. The message is not clear to some of you. Some of you are programmed by fucking Agent Smith. Come here to unweld my fucking metal. Well, this flame is inextinguishable. God is you, me, the universe is not a hierarchical system. That's interesting. Wow, this chat is getting deep into Jesus. I mean, Dude, we're talking about aliens from outside space. Oh, man. Jesus. I mean, what does Jesus have to do with the aliens? Does one disprove the other? Is that why we're having the discussion? Clearly, we're going to have a live stream that says religion. That will be the title of the live stream. And this chat is going to be booming. There'll be 400 motherfuckers in here. Everyone fighting. So be it. Sounds like something mankind would do. Agua. You guys have been pimped out. And I don't know why you're in this chat. Arthur says, and I'm sorry if I go against some Christian beliefs here, but I think religion is like using a boat to cross a river. You're not supposed to carry the boat after you land to the other side. Huh. Oh, Arthur, you're a very inquisitive individual. Shit, man. Respect. Big respect. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think I'm bagging what you're mowing. I mean, holy fuck. Maybe we should have some more deep conversations up in here. Apparently, you guys are highly responsive to deep-ass shit. I just wanted to do this tonight to get it off the chest. Hey, I've seen fucking aliens and UFOs, you know? Well, not aliens as the general term.
But Hopium's Garden has just donated
Hopium!
$5 through Super Chat. Here's some philosophy for you. This is the water and this is the well. Drink full and descend. The horse is the white of the eye and dark within.
Oh, he said it! He said the phrase. The phrase that you're not supposed to say. This is the water. This is the well. Drink full and descend. The horse is the white of the eye and dark within. Holy shit. Hopium Garden! Boom! The dam of reality has come crashing down! And we are finally one. The truth about reality has finally dawned upon us. Shall you look into the light? This is the water. This is the well. Holy fucking shit. A lot of people can't handle hearing either the truth or maybe an argument against their claim that they're so deeply, I don't want to say stuck in. That implies that they're stuck and they shouldn't be there. The people who cannot think outside of the box, that's just fine. Maybe it's scary thinking outside of the box. The box. You opened it. I came. You know? Interdimensional fucking travel. Beyond the speed of light. Beyond the spectrum of perception. Can you dig it? You have reached the end of the internet. You have reached the end of the internet. This is the end of the internet. There is no further. Your box. Some straight facts. That's what's up, Arthur. We got some deep thinkers in here. I really appreciate the people who think deeply. Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, say what? Oh, yeah! I can't. I need some throat lubricant. Oh yeah! Look at this, brothers! No, that's going into Hulk Hogan. Nah, man. I can't do it. Not with this outfit on. Maybe we should, like, turn off the lights. So I can better see this chat. Snap into a Slim Jim. Snap into a Slim Jim. Bro, what was the fucking 90s on? 80s, 90s, what were they fucking on? I could probably guess. This is the inspector speaking. I need to have a look at this chat. If it is not comfy in this chat, I will ban everybody. Everyone will be banned forever if I look at this chat and it is not the comfiest place to be. '80s was cocaine, people. Oh no! Not the dope. Dope is bad. Steroids? Bro, why did everyone have to be so muscular? What, are you gonna go to the next life with your muscles and fucking flex on the planet? Dude. Not to get into, like, the health topic, but I eat how I please. I don't give a fuck about the rules. I'll eat a fucking bacon burger every day for the rest of my life until I'm dead. I don't give a fuck. I'll have 5 cups of coffee right now. I don't care about the rules. I live to live. And if for some reason this food and beverage takes me down, too bad. I just want to live, you know? Juicy, delicious steak. You guys understand? Are aliens real? Well, of course they're real. Define what you're saying, though. Be sure to vote in the poll. Are aliens out there? We have 348 votes, which is a little light. We're looking for like 500 votes, but I guess, we'll have to work with some smaller numbers. I am deeply connected to planet Earth. I can tell you right now, if there are aliens, they only use this place as a fucking garbage dump, a waste dump, a rest stop, a shitter, or they use it as a fueling station. Other than that, fuck no. Aliens ain't coming down here. They don't want any part of this nuclear torture civilization where countless atrocities. Nobody wants to be mankind's friend. Let me tell you, nobody. If you don't like that truth, not everyone can handle it. Mankind is a warmongering destroyer. Why would aliens want to fuck with us? Do you think aliens are immune to... Oh. You are a satanic demon who will now be abolished to the most lowest pit of hell. Okay? I don't know if you guys have seen the house that Jack built, but there's this moment where this dude's probably about to go to hell.
At Hopium's Garden has just donated $5 through Super Chat.
Oh no!
Matrix 4 is an abomination.
No.
I've taken shits that are less painful than that cocksucking rat turd sandwich of a film.
Bro, that is an unwatchable, abysmal thing from... I don't know why they do this, but it embarrasses the whole motherfucking franchise. The stain will never be wiped away, and I can't see it. I can't acknowledge that it exists. Because then I will have to endure the slop that it is. Neil Patrick Harris is a fucking loser. Trinity is a total garbaggio. Neo, Keanu Reeves, absolute fucking clown simulation. They took out Agent Smith. They might as well just literally do nothing. It would have been better if they just did nothing. Fuck the Matrix 4. Took everything that was good and abolished it. Now, woman power is the name of the game. Trinity is the one. Woman power. Fucking 0 out of 10. It's like the Joker 2. Why would I want to watch my favorite thing get fucking graped? Like, what the fuck? I think The Matrix 3 was good, by the way. I know a lot of people are like, this is not that good. And I say, make a better movie now, bitch. We got Christopher Nolan coming out with the fucking suckest of movies I could imagine. And rated R, by the way. The most expensive ever rated R movie. From Christopher Nolan. Fuck that shit. I don't go to the theaters, but even if I did, that would not be a movie I see. I'd see Obsession or whatever it's called. I'd see any of the movies by the YouTubers. Based, Fuck Steven Spielberg and his pile of piss. I'd rather do anything else. I'd rather play Frisbee alone than see my favorite shit get disemboweled and disenfranchised. No, I'm good. I'm good. How much more can things suck? Is this... I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to define what you say here. I know a lot of the English language, but if you guys are challenging me with some niche words, I don't know what to say. Are you a Viking? No, it's more like the Roman Empire. Is he asking if am I Jewish? No. I don't even know. No. I don't think so. What is that something I would know? Should I have some type of test done? I don't know. Am I Jewish? I don't know. Don't do drugs? Exactly. This is a drug-free zone. No drugs allowed in here. Except caffeine. Caffeine. After that, we draw the line. The only thing that bothered me about the original Matrix 3 movies is when they added Jada Pinkett Smith. I think some mental illness or something got through a bunch of people's heads, Nemesis, and everyone used to be based. Everyone used to be okay. Now, like, whatever has happened, woke mob, mind virus, this and that. I don't know, man. There might be some fucking truth there, because everyone used to be okay. Now mental illness has fucking washed across the land. I see it literally everywhere. I see it almost every day. So I don't know, dude. It's a hard pill to swallow. I don't know what to tell you, man. Jada Pinkett Smith, I think, was fine. There was something they did, though. I think they recast a character. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, the Oracle. They recast her because the original Oracle died. And that was like, fuck, that was sad. Check my wiener? For what? Damages? Earth is flat. Prove it. Prove it right now. Oh, I can look across the lake and see this, the other side. It's like, duh. Fuck, man. Human beings, like I said, think they got it all figured out. Well, show me some mathematics, you know? The language of the universe. If you do a, oh, my nose? That's how you know? I don't know, dude. What kind of nose do I have? Let's do a nose stream. Let me tell you, this is some durable ass shit. Sometimes I wonder if I exist.